Welcome, Aquarius, to Rays of Hope, Rainbow Light, Love, and Healing Tarot. My name is Hope. How are you? Today's your love reading, and of course, I have to mention the Lion's Gate, which is pretty much almost done, not quite. Started the 28th, it'll end on the 12th. And we also have the Aquarius full moon that happened yesterday. And so Aquarius, it's about truth, and also it's about the heart chakra. When we talk about love with the Lion's Gate, it's a double stargate. It's a double spiritual gate that will bring manifestation, transformation, and healing to the heart if we allow ourselves to use the full moon and spotlight those issues that come up with our heart. Okay, so if you have not been feeling love or loved or self-love, if you are jealous, which we do all have those issues, if you are in fear of intimacy, if there's codependency, these are all issues that we all have. And so know that once we clear those and once we understand them, and if there's forgiveness involved in previous relationships, then we are clear to manifest a better love within ourselves, and we begin to love ourselves even more because of that. So know that that is what the portal is about, but know that you don't need a portal to do that. Energy is everywhere, free, every day. You can take the time to do that. And also with the Aquarian, so that's the heart chakra. And you have many chakras within your body. Know that each chakra is affiliated with the organs that are there. It's about metabolizing energy within those organs, how you breathe. Breathing is the most important thing during our growth and healing and everyday life, right? It's the breath of life. And know that it's also about the physiology, down to the cellular level. The chakras are important in our body and good health. So now the heart chakra is right here in the chest, and now with the Aquarian moon, and this is the only one that I'm doing with it because you have the Aquarius moon going on right now, is the throat chakra. If you've been having problems with your throat, if you feel choked or blocked or sore throats or symptoms that don't seem normal, there's issues there that you need to express, Aquarius, okay? So expression is a very important part of truth, all right? And so to be aware and have this self-realization during this time is awesome. So again, you don't have to use it at this time, but you can take your time at any time. You have the quiet times of your life, in your room, wherever that is where you like to meditate, whether it's outdoors in nature. Take that time. It doesn't have to be under a portal, okay? So here we go. Let's dive into this, all right? So right now I'm going to throw out the, because it's a relationship energy today, and it's a love reading, and because of the extra energy around us, I want to bring in a card of, it's the sacred geometry of relationships. Let's see what's coming out. What is activating this reading, okay? And again, only you can activate yourself. You have the opportunity to do it all the time. No one can activate you. You have to self-activate through the process of realization and healing. Okay, so here we go. What is the energy activating this reading for Aquarius? The divine feminine. So Aquarius, within us we have both divine feminine and divine masculine. For this card to come out, I'm feeling that there's something missing within the essence of how you express yourself or how you feel. Perhaps the divine feminine is a little bit unbalanced within you. Perhaps it's time to really check in and maybe be more kind, gentle, more compassionate, more self-loving. It's a connection to the cosmos. The feminine energy is within all of us. So know that it supports our soft essence, our perceptions. So think about where you have been with that energy. Okay, is it missing? Is it in balance? Okay, so that's one thing. Now we're going to pull, and again I say this because this is a portal of healing and transformation. I brought these cards out. I thought that it would be very helpful, to make more of an understanding what's going on, and maybe it'll help you. And this reading may not be for everybody, but I'm hoping that at least if you're watching this, you can learn something. And in my description box, there's so much there, self-healing tools, and I have a website. I've been a healer for many, 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 many years. And you could look online. There are many practitioners and people who are interested healing the world that will help you. Okay, so be free. All right, so what is the chakra energy, or what other energies within these cards are coming out with the Divine Feminine for Aquarius? Meditation. Wow, so I feel that maybe you've been working on yourself, meditating on finding what it is that is you're trying to bring into your life, you know. And again, if you have these issues in your heart that need to be cleared, you can't bring anything in that is of a better energy or frequency until you clear, okay? Because our heart and our mind in alignment with a great feeling of integrity, we create something beautiful. And it affects not just you in your life, that it brings positive vibes of love, but affects the planet. So as you heal yourself, you are also healing the planet. All right? So let's keep going. So let's pull out the Twin Flame tarot cards and the confessions, and let's see what's going on in your love life. But it looks like you are trying to bring in something different than what you've been, you know, what you've been having in your life. But the Divine Feminine comes in, and perhaps be much kinder to yourself. You know, I think it's about you, self-love, and really, really paying attention to the Divine Feminine in yourself. Is it balanced? Are you using more of your masculine energy? All right, so here we go. And it's saying here, you're frozen. This is a frozen energy, but that's okay. You know why? Because this is a time when, you know, if you're resisting change, perhaps, you know, there's something changing in your life, in a relationship or within yourself, you know that it's hard to let go. Let's just say that. I feel that in this resisting to change, there might be something here that you've awakened to, and it's really hard to let go of something. And perhaps the Divine Feminine needs to come in and really use that energy for yourself so that you can express your truth, because the Aquarian moon is about truth, the full moon, and it's really very potent because of the other, you know, portal. It's a double spiritual gate, and it's really showing a spotlight on us. So you definitely have that realization right now, which is great. You know, this is how we learn. It's nothing is a mistake, and no matter how hard we fall, we have to in order to learn, and you know, really, really understand that really within yourself, and you'll definitely be much happier and less stress in your life. So it's hard to let go because you've had this realization. You're meditating on something, going deeper. There's a resistance to change, but using the Divine Feminine will definitely help. So let's see what's coming in. What energies are coming in with you here? So we have the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is very exciting energy. You know, there's a sudden change here. That's what I feel here with the Eight of Wands. You know, Eight of Wands is very, you know, it could be about communications, it could be about travel, it could be about a lot of different things where things are changing, okay? So you're coming in with a sudden change here, and I think that you need to express it, okay? I think that's what's happening right now in the moment in your connection, your relationship, whether it's a twin flame or a soulmate or self-love, you know. This is part of the learning process, okay? So here we go. In the heart of this reading, as we come into this sudden change, we have the Fool. You are definitely digging deep, Aquarius. You are definitely deep in this new world of possibilities. You know, you are definitely looking out at other areas that you can have a new beginning, a new perspective on love with yourself. What is it that you really want to do? Do you really want to be in a relationship? I think you're asking a lot of those questions, but it's hard to let go of something that you've developed, but you're finding the way to express it and open up your throat chakra. You know, I think that if you just kind of, you know, vowel sounds, you know, mantras, singing, if you love to sing, or just go somewhere and just shout it out so that you can clear the energy there, so that you can use that Divine Feminine to make that message clear and soft and understanding, because we all learn from relationships, even though it's hard to let go, right? So a new world of possibilities in your heart. It seems that's what your heart is longing for. Let's see. In some possibility or probability, we have the lovers. This is the twin flame connection. So in a love reading, when lovers comes up, there's two ways that you can look at it. Okay, I'm not sure yet in this outcome. Sometimes you are either going into a deep relationship or looking for one, or you're going on a spiritual path of self-love. You know, you're choosing a spiritual path instead of a relational path. So this is something that I feel perhaps you are doing. You're maybe wanting to just be on your own. For some of you want to just be on within your own space, and some of you are going through this sudden change where you see that, you know, I want to explore more. I want to be in a new world of possibilities of love. I want to meet someone of a higher frequency of love. Okay, so let's keep going here and see what else, Aquarius, we can do here and find out. We have a lot more to go, a lot more cards to go. So things can change, and you have to go with it. You know, you have to not be afraid. Don't be in fear of change. Only if you don't, you know, cross that path, you know, you may not ever find out. And the moon, every reading, the moon comes up. Oh my God, so the moon, I'm telling you, my spirit guides are saying, it's time to really put a spotlight on all the uncertainties, on all the illusions that have been part of your relationships or complicated relationships. It's really trying to make us understand that we cannot hold on to anything that doesn't support us anymore. We have to surrender, and that's what this portal is all about. So it's come up for everyone so far, and it's really strange how the moon is coming up all the time. It's amazing. So let's see what else is in the heart that's coming up for you, Aquarius. So we have the Seven of Cups. Okay, so now I'm leaning towards here in the reading that there's lots of options that you have. You know, you have this, you're in this meditation, and I feel that you may have a fantasy, you have choices, and that makes you feel good. But how do you relate that to someone or the other in your life that you want change? You know, you're resisting change because it's hard to let go, but it's something that is calling you. Okay, it's something that is calling, and you'll find it within your throat chakra to clear and express that truth if that's what you're afraid to do. And then we have the Sun in the probable possibility. And so I feel there's definitely, you're going through a growth, you're going through some renewal, some self-realization here with the Sun here and the moon, and you have the moon and the Sun. And then you have this Fool that is looking for new world of possibility. You're almost there. You just have to find the way to say it in the best way possible. Use that divine feminine energy to express that. You know, write something that, you know, will at least come out with the words. You don't have to recite that to anybody, but at least it'll give you some head start on how you want to express that energy. Okay, even if it's just to yourself first. But anyway, let's keep going here, Aquarius. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Well, things are going to change. This is destiny. It's not even fate anymore. You followed your fate, and you know, fate we're born into, but destiny is when our heart opens and says, I want this, so I'm going on the path of destiny. And there's definitely a change coming in your life. You're already feeling it, thinking it. You're just about to say it, okay? Let's keep going about the heart in this change of your life. I love it. It's very exciting. I love changes. You know, I know it's not easy for other people to accept you when you're constantly changing, but I've accepted that, you know, and that's where self-love comes, you know. Anyway, here we go. Let's see what else is in the heart during this time of destiny change in your love life. We have the King of Pentacles in your heart. So you want someone that's very loyal, very secure. You want someone that takes love seriously, because you do. You are taking it seriously now, because now you know what you want and what you don't want, Aquarius. And that's an important piece to uncover within yourself. You know, we can go on and go on and go on and pretend, and after a while that gets heavy when it's not definitely becoming something that you're growing from. You know, relationships, when you have an amazing relationship, it means you're growing together, you know. And so I feel that you are definitely looking for that secure relationship where you're taking love seriously and your partner is too, and you're growing together and you're resolving, okay, things that you both can work on and help each other with, right? So here we go. And the probable possibility is the Hierophant. Well, I feel that you are looking for someone that's a lot more spiritual. You know, you've found that spirituality in yourself. You want to open it up even more. You know, you realize, you know, the realization that you come to, that spiritual love is all about also self-love, you know, but you also want to meet someone who's also right there with you. And right here, I feel when you came out with the Lover's card, you are looking for your twin flame, Aquarius. Keep looking. Don't give up. With all of your might, don't give up. All right? So let's see what else here. I want to see if there's any scarlet energy here that will add to the reading. It could be just a message. It could be something to alert you about, you know, about yourself or whatever. But the thing is that I really feel you're definitely looking for that twin flame, that spiritual love, that you finally realize that that's the most important thing to you. And even when it doesn't come, it's not going to come right away. You have to really keep working on yourself. You know, you have to really keep working on yourself. And we have an intimate date. I love it. So let's go out and have a drink or two and have a little fun. So this energy here, I mean, this is, you know, I don't take this literally, but I feel that you want to have more intimacy, you know, with someone. You want to be able to really express yourself, let go, because that's what intimacy is about. It's about sharing your secrets, sharing your truths without feeling, oh, what are they going to feel if I say this, or I think this. So that's really what real intimacy about. And I think if you find someone who's on their spiritual path, they will definitely understand, and they will also share that with you. So you keep looking. Now, let's see what your angel number is, and then I will throw out a spiritual guide card that, oh, it's full of gifts, full of guides, full of elements. We never know what it's going to say, but let's pull out the angel number for you, Aquarius, and see where is that number that is for you today in this reading. What is that number? 606. Optimism, love, peace, hope, and optimism. Transfer responsibility to others, progress, creativity. So pursue your goals and get what you want. It will provide wonderful benefits for you and the people you hold dear. Your ability to communicate is improving at this time. Wow, it's all about the throat chakra, which will make it easier for you to interact with a broad spectrum of individuals. So I feel that there's a promising energy here for you to definitely express this letting go, and you're on a new destiny of love, Aquarius. So let's see what guide is here to add to this reading to kind of end it in a way that I feel would be very, very appropriate. Okay, so let's see for you, Aquarius, what is it that is coming out to add to your, and this one wants to come out, so we will use this, and it is the bear spirit. Okay, there he is, the little bear, big bear I should say. And of course the bear is about boundaries, about home, about introspection. You know, boundaries. Bears are really fierce. If you've known, you know, seen, you know, documentaries about bear stories or bear experiences, they are very territorial. So healthy boundaries for you, introspection, perfect, and home. Home is where your heart is. Keep your heart open and be on your journey of new love. I'm so happy to be here with you and express how I feel, and whatever the cards are showing, well, I truly, truly hope that you will find your true love, Aquarius. Bye-bye now.